Long time no seen. I decided to take a break from my Temari marathon. So I decided, and today I'm back to Basting. I've done already, did some streaming for the Russian language channel that I have, and we'll do. I almost finished with the back side of the skirt, so I will do the bit of motif of stitching here, and then you see everything is shifted and run away. So I have to clean up the mess that I have with the temari, because my apartment right now looks like a styrofoam factory. The styrofoam balls everywhere, wool everywhere, stitching threads everywhere, and get the camera this way. So I need to clean up some space for. I've already cleaned up the desk because usually it's piled up like this with the yarn and styrofoam balls and ready wrapped up balls. So I decided to take a break, and while I'm resting from the temari, I can work on Irish crochet lace. I don't know if the camera can hold that. I guess it would be like this. So how was your first week of February? We got another hurricane and the cold weather since yesterday. So I'm stuck in the house, getting myself comfortable with lots of tea and raisins. And Rudy is not happy. He's walking around me, looking into windows and realizing it's cold outside and he cannot run. He goes out and comes back, just like 30 seconds, gets his butt frozen and runs back. So at least I've got almost 1/3 of the skirt stitched. That means another week, if I take another couple of days of break from Temaria. And I will be ready to start making the filling. So next week hopefully will be a fun day, the fun week, making filling. I got the skeins. I found 3 more skeins of this, so there'll be lots of that for the filling. Well, I guess I will use about half of that, half a skein, hopefully. And I already started, well, not started, but doing the samples for the iris flowers. That will be another skirt with that. And again, that's the Diva Batik design. And I'm doing the samples right now. So that would be the really spring floral skirt. And again, of course, I've chosen the colors of the irises that I have growing in my garden. And this would be, I've already started. I got the iris of this color, and I have the iris of this color, and I have the blue ones, blue and white ones, so will be lots of that lots of different colors used for that skirt. So I really have to, since I keep telling myself never start a new project before you finish this one. So I have to finish the top. Haven't finished it yet. Have to finish this skirt. Sorry. That was a good one. Clear the brain. And after that, I will be ready to do some more fun. So I have to twist it and turn around. I will do this one first. Like this. It's cold, so I caught a little bit of cold. So my nose does run sometime and sneezing. Something fell down. Some of the unfixed, unstitched motifs falling. So yeah, I'll spend another couple of hours tonight stitching everything together so I can finish basting as soon as possible and start the sample by Friday, hopefully by Friday, and we'll see how the filling goes. It should look nice. And as I said, I have to finish 2 projects before I can start one new one. So that will be the top, and at least working on this skirt. And once I finish the top, I'll start laying out another one. I have so many of them stacked up in my WIP box that even if I finish one every month, it will take me about 2 years to fill everything that I've started. So that's I usually tell myself, finish 2, start 1, finish 2, start 1. So I did. Last year I finished 1 and almost finished 2 second the top, and I started the hibiscus, and I'm completing this skirt, and I'll finish this, and I'll finish another skirt, the gradient one, the blue to turquoise, and after that I will be able to do something more exciting, because otherwise I'll be just buried under the WIP stash avalanche. And that's on top of making more tamaris. Since my customers are demanding more tamaris, new designs, so I have to kind of spare the time to first invent new patterns, new colors, and then making them. And it's something like 10 pieces a week, 10 to 15, depends on the mood and weather conditions, because if it's cold outside, I'm kind of staying flat and not working. So, and on top of that, I still have to make lace. But yeah, generally I will hope I will make that and start stitching by March. For sure it will be stitched. The filling will be done by March, but has to hurry up because I already have plans for other projects. Rudy just came in from outside, not happy. He's making funny noises just behind me and giving me the stink eye because it's cold outside. It's so funny. As if I'm ruining the weather. So 1/4 of the skirt is basted. And that's a big progress for me. Чего? Чего? Yeah. Rudy's here. Руди, на улице холодно. And we'll stitch one of these. I guess I can fit another one here. That looks better. So there's no big gap between the motifs. So I guess I will do this one. Shift this one below. This way. And oops. Что такое? Что такое? He thinks that the cats are making those noises outside and it's a storm outside. But still, he thinks it's cats. Yeah, this way. This way is better. Hi. Hi, Angela. No, it's not raining. It's just a very strong wind. It's very strong wind and it probably will be raining tomorrow. Oh, you mean raining at your place? It's just that the wind that makes the funny noises. And he thinks it's just let me get him out, so otherwise he won't let me finish. Идем. our neighbors think that we have the Caucasian shepherd, or even Cane Corsa. People are asking, is that Cane Corsa barking? And I say, no, that's Irish setter. But his voice is funny. He does sound like, well, he's a big dog, but he does sound like the one of those big and protective breeds. Oh, we have his name is Rudy. We have this weather. It's actually normal for us when we the winter is split here in 3 seasons. The first 40 weeks starting from the 21st of December till the end of January is we call the Büyük Çile, which means the great 40 days. And then we have the Küçük Çile, which means the small 40. The Çile means 40, but in this case it's half of the 40. And that's when we get the coldest time, from the 1st to 20th of February is the time for heavy winds. And then we got the 30 days of March, even though the spring starts officially in at the spring equinox. We call the March is the month of the gray month. So we have a proverb that the March is gone, the gray season is and dull weather is gone. So from Daisy. Yeah, March winds are something. And also March itself, it's very unstable. We can get something like 12 seasons in one day. You can get the sun shining and it's walking around with a t-shirt, and then in half an hour it will be raining, and then will be hail, and there will be snow. My daughter's, she was born on the spring equinox, and it's quite usual when we go out to meet her kids when she was a kid, to meet her friends for their birthday party. You know, you living in a light raincoat and you're coming back covered with snow, and you just went outside on the street and meet kids, and the weather changes just like that. You know, sun is shining, and then in 2 minutes you got the Maria. So it just weather changes just like that. You know, I used to, once I sent my husband to buy some fruits, and it's just across the street, and he came back as a big the snow hill on the snowman, and he said, it's cold, it's snowing. So yeah, the weather is like this, and then we'll get the April fogs, and hopefully that everything will be covered in my lace. If I can get something to resemble everything that we have in weathers. Yeah, I guess it's our climate is the dry subtropical one. Oh, thank you. So our climate is dry subtropical, close to, well, it's not continental because we have the sea, which warms up and softens the harsh continental climate, but still the winds are awfully terrible here, especially in the area where I live. As we call our capital, Baku, the city of winds, because there's a wind about 300 days a year. And where I live is much south, is about 70 kilometers south from Baku. I moved here once the COVID restrictions started. And since I have a dog and I had the panic attacks in the city, locked in the apartment, when we had the chance, the whole family moved to this summer house, the country house that we have. So I'm staying here and there in the city. I caught COVID a number of times already. Luckily, it was all the mild version, but still, I'm in a high COVID risk group. So the family is isolated from me, not to infect me. So I'm just staying here and enjoying myself, talking to myself and on YouTube. And once in a while, family comes in to visit me. That's usually a couple of weeks after they're COVID-free. They're coming safely, and they're coming in summer and vacation, long holiday vacations. Of course, obviously, 2-3 days of quarantine, and then they're coming here to visit me. And that's what I said. The country, the village that I'm living is located. It's a very strange place where the wind comes from the north, from the south, from the west and east, and from the west it accumulates the winds from the south part of the Caucasian mountains and the Iranian plateaus and the yes, I'm afraid of falling trees too. And the wind is blowing actually in 5 directions. Wherever you go, there's a wind always. So if I'm out in the garden jogging or maybe doing some work in the garden and there's no wind, it's like, whoo, what's happened? Did the earth stopped moving, or the time has stopped? Because there's absolutely no wind. Is such a rare situation for the village where I live. But still, weather like the wind like this is outrageous. Let's see, Rudy runs out and then flies back into the house with the wind gusts. So I just let him out and open the door so he can help himself walking in, and I get some fresh air because I've got the warm floors and it dries out the air very, very fast and gets the oxygen out. So I can get the fresh air before I go to sleep. So in 10 minutes, I'll probably finish streaming in 10 minutes and I'll continue with this basting, just so you can enjoy watching, hopefully do the filling on Friday. So I've got 2 more days to finish this, 2 more days to rest from the tamaris, and then back to work, to real work on Saturday. Just because we're celebrating the Novruz and as I said, there's the dull month. We celebrate 4 Tuesdays before spring equinox, and it's I think I've shown it already on one of the streams, or maybe not. I'm making the tamari. We usually every Tuesday there's a holiday, unofficial holiday. Everybody gathers at home, makes the fireplaces, makes a fireplace, and everybody celebrates. It's like every fire is waking up the what's the word? I keep forgetting the word. Like the earth, wind, fire, and everything. So the today is, what day is it? 8th. So in 12 days we have the we will have celebrating the awakening of the water, and then there will be awakening of the fire, and then awakening of the wind. And you can imagine, if this is not the awakening, it's asleep. What can be next? And then the last one is the earth. Sometimes the earth falls into the same day as a spring equinox, so it's skipped, so just to have the general one. So it's either 3 or 4 Tuesdays to celebrate before the spring equinox. And I have just let me show you. I just finished 2 tamales today. And I just found, so these are tamales. I know they are Japanese, but we're accumulating every. Oh, that's good. That's good. Actually, good usage of the small motifs. So this is the water, fire, wind, and earth, and there will be oh, there it is, the Novruz. That would be the almond blossom. So these are 5. I'm making these sets as yeah, because we usually, as people are going to see friends and family, and they would bring the huge plates with sweets, with nuts and raisins and everything, all mixed up, and we put the candles, the 7 colored candles. We put the colored eggs. So I thought that I could sell this, and actually it goes really well. So these tamales will replace well, not replace, but will be added to that as a present for kids to play, and then later you can use it on a Christmas tree. So, I didn't realize I have the beading needle here. So yes, that's what the main project that I'm working on right now, and I have to make something on top, including the Christmas ones. I have to make 300 tamales, so you can imagine. My life is pretty boring. I'm stitching this stuff most of the day. That's why I decided to take a break. Fed up with them. Hi. Hi. Yes. When you do 1 or 2, it's fun. But when you're going like a factory, making them in huge amounts, it is boring. Yes, I've done almost a quarter of the basting, and as I said earlier, I will try to finish this. I'm taking 2 days off from Temaria, and I'll spend it most of the time on basting. So I can't wait to start filling. I miss filling part, and I really want to start it. Sometimes it's boring listening to yourself. There's nothing new you can tell to yourself, so I prefer some new information. That's why I'm always trying something different styles. And if you can watch my other YouTube channel, that not Irish crochet lace, but it's generally the temari, the beading, the knitting, the crochet, and all sorts of weaving. Because I'm trying different things because I hate being bored, and it's just like wasting my life bored. And I guess, well, closer to the top, I wanted the motifs to be laid really close to each other because it would hold the weight of the motifs down below, so you can make big gaps. Well, I'm wishing you to get well and get rid of that nasty stuff. And I know how you're feeling. My mom got it about 20 years ago. She had an operation. Yeah, she had an operation and she got over it. So I know, and I really wish you win that battle. And at the moment, I am myself under control, because last year Rudy was so scared. Rudy was so scared, and he ran into the door. He saw our neighbor and ran into the door, and I hit the chest with a metal plate. It was sticking like that, and I was like hitting like so. My doctor is checking with the doctor every 2 months, so I know how you feel. Now, wishing you all the best and all the prayers for you to get rid of that stuff. Well, yes, he did, but still, he's not the type of Irish setter you would expect to have. His mind is ruined completely, and whatever I try, whatever I do, it still doesn't go anywhere. He's with us 5 years with us, and he's scared of other people. It takes him about a week to get know one new person, and just so that he doesn't run away in fear, just standing next to the person. I'm not talking about touching and petting him, just standing next to that person, so you can he was abused in the past. That's why he's getting better with women, but he's really terrified of men. Took him about a month to get used to my husband. I don't understand how people can do this. They're alive, when I work with my plants, I apologize to them when I'm trimming the plant, because I know it's alive and it feels everything, even that it doesn't have the nervous system the way that we do. It is alive. And how can people beat someone? The cat, the dog, the child. The worst thing is a child. I don't know. I don't know how this ever possible in this world. Well, we do our best, and he's okay with our friends that we visit a lot, and they are visiting us. But still, strangers. He sees a stranger. He sees a stranger, and his mind switches off and got the runaway program switching on. He was heavily abused. He was I told this story previously. He was brought from Kiev for hunting. His first owner was a hunter, and he brought him in and he gave it to the some weird person to train, so he could train him to retrieve and act normal during hunting. And instead of training him, he started beating him. So when I got him, he's got this right side of his muzzle was his ear didn't work properly. His uh, he's still bad with his kidneys and stomach. He and also I did neuter him. He doesn't need it because it is dysfunctional. You know, he's I don't know what they did to him, but when he sees the dog in heat, he just walks by. He never gets this desire to do anything because probably he was kicked so many times that it's just stopped working. So that dog is the poor little thing. And well, anyway, he's enjoying his life now. So and then also I don't want to neuter him because with his health issues, that would cause the major hormonal disbalance. Yes, my husband is laughing that he's got the same allergies, that food allergies that I have. He got the kidney problems just like I do. And he's just sitting that he's exactly the alter ego of yours. He's your true mascot because he's got allergy to gluten. He's got allergy to casein. He exactly. So yeah. And whatever happens, he's always catching the disease very easily. Not like last year, he had the the what's the bladder infection, inflammation. He was peeing with blood, and once I treated that, he started pooping with blood, and well, that's that's one hell of the problem with that dog. But I don't regret every single moment that I have. Yes, I'm so happy that I have him. He's my rescuer. I rescued him and he's rescued me. He'll be 6. He'll be 6 in June. I got him the June 22nd when he was a one. No, he's July. His birthday is July, and I got him. He was just like 2 weeks before he's 1 year old. He's 1 year old. I found the breeder, and that's how I tracked everything. And so, well, I guess that camera is, well, my camera is boiling. So I guess I'll have to switch off the camera and stop streaming for tonight. And thanks for joining me. I had really great time chatting with you. And I'll see you on Friday, the same time. And I wish everyone the best and health, and we'll be strong. Bye.